Before you click off this video, because you have absolutely no clue who I am, YouTube did something pretty nice for me, and it finally started pushing one of my videos. And I have 100 new loyal subscribers, and it might sound like a little to you, but that is 100 more people to be very disappointed by everything I do. It takes genuine courage and bravery to subscribe to somebody who does not have a lot of subscribers, and for that, I commend you, and thank you for being here. That being said, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video, because I'm hungry. I don't know why I said that. For those of you who don't know, and that's pretty much all of you, unless you're stalking me, and if you are, thank you. I appreciate how much you care about me. I am currently deployed for the Army, and yes, I know, I'm a hero. You don't need to thank me. I get it, I know. My job's actually really easy. It's like super easy, so nothing I said was serious. But anyway. But while I may be stuck in my hotel room with these very luxurious $20 lights from Amazon, somehow I managed to balance my time between saving the world, fighting supervillains, and somehow still managing to produce subpar YouTube videos. And if that doesn't show my determination, then I don't know what does. On the complete opposite side of the world, there are children making millions of dollars because they are such horrible people. Who knew all you had to do was be an absolute douchebag, and then when everyone hates you, everyone wants to see you get punched in the face, and you make about $10 to $20 million for literally just being a horrible person. Ever since that Jake Paul fight, influencers have learned all they have to do is just start arguing with each other and saying negative things about each other, and boom, you're good. You don't need to work for pretty much the rest of your life. So first up, we're going to talk about this Jake Paul and Ben Askren fight. So the notorious Jake Paul, for some reason, decided to fight 19-2 Ben Askren, who is a literal UFC fighter. And while I commend Jake Paul for getting Ben Askren to sink down to the very sad world of Jake Paul. And now Ben Askren has worked his way into the YouTube community, and let's be real, this place sucks. You gotta commend Jake Paul on being so unlikable that he somehow got him to do this. These two people literally have to be the most polar opposites I have ever seen. You have this internet douchebag who has literally only had like 2 fights. One was against a YouTuber, and the other one was against a basketball player who was like significantly smaller than him. And then you have a literal 19-2 MMA fighter. What's really sad is, honestly, I genuinely have no idea where this fight could go. I really don't. Because the fight is literally just limited to boxing, I can see it going either way. Because Jake Paul is sadly not a bad fighter, which is disappointing. But the only thing more distracting than this absolutely horrific fight is this absolutely horrifically cringy press conference that was held a few weeks ago.
Stop talking. Okay. So anyways, cold boy behavior, but obviously sometimes
it's like one person. This is a fucking fight game. You pussy ass bitch. This is the fucking fight game. Yeah, I'll bully you around just like I'm gonna bully you in the ring. Shut the fuck up. You sound like a middle schooler. Oh, he's bullying me. Shut the fuck up.
It literally felt like a 6-year-old child was trying to argue with his father. Like, the whole thing was so weird. Jake Paul comes out in an outfit where it looks like every article of clothing was picked from a completely different store, and he just had to throw it together. He forgot there was a press conference. I don't know what's going on here. And he also comes out with one of those like satchel purse things that I'm way too poor to even understand what the name of it is. And Ben Askren comes out like he thought this was going to be at the beach or something. He's wearing sandals. I don't even think he really cares, to be honest. I think he's just like, oh, the fight? That thing? That press conference? Oh, that's today? Okay, just throw my sandals on.
Lasted longer than this guy. He's a good athlete, they say, but April 17th, he's going to get exposed. We saw.
I love how Jake Paul puts in quotations that Ben Askren is a good athlete. Like, yeah, he's a good athlete. Yeah, he is a professional MMA fighter, and he literally worked his way up one of the toughest fighting competitions and leagues. But he's just an average athlete. He's alright. I mean, he's no YouTuber. Like, us YouTubers are pretty much at the top of our athletic field. Do you not know how much effort and skill it probably took Jake Paul to get onto that news van like 4 years ago?
Jake, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't crawl up there.
Why?
Okay.
Now that is some true athletic ability. Not this.
who's a
If I wanted to pick the easiest guy, I would have picked Dylan Dennis.
Well, we don't.
Dylan was too scared to sign the contract. You actually had the balls to sign the contract. So if I wanted the easiest guy, I would have picked Dylan.
Jake, you did pick Dylan. We know that. I've already went over that. You picked Dylan. I know he wouldn't do it.
But you just said.
So this part of the press conference, I think Jake kind of didn't understand what he was saying here. He literally said, if I wanted the easiest fighter, I would have gone for Delone Danis. So he's admitting that if he wanted the easiest professional fighter, he would have gone and tried to fight this guy, Delone Danis. But like, does he not remember? He did try to do that. He offered him the fight. He gave him a contract and offered to fight him, and he said no. So you did try to fight him. Ben tried to explain this to Jake, but he, I think he was still thinking about like the bags that he wants to get after this, because I don't think he understood his point at all. Anyways, yeah, that wasn't the best comeback from Jake. The fight hasn't even started, and I don't know, somehow Ben is already winning. I would say, they shouldn't even make him do a first round. Just give the first round to Ben just for the press conference so far.
It's on the contract, therefore you can't fight Dylan, so you have to pick the next person. Okay?
Anyways, here's a montage of more cringy clips that happen in the video, because there's a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Is to show the world like, this real fighter's getting in with Jake Paul and he's gonna get KO'd in 2 rounds. Shit, this kid can do that. Oh, he has this in his arsenal. Oh, he's been working on that. I haven't even shown the world what I can do. That's why this is fun, because I have the ace up my sleeve, and when you it's your dad calling in. Look.
He's still alive?
He's still alive, bro. I'm about to take him out. Hey, he's still alive. Don't worry, I'm gonna finish him off. Yeah, don't worry.
Oh! Okay, hold the fucking phone. Okay.
I mean, overall, the whole entire event just seemed really cringy. I don't know if there was anybody even in the audience because of Corona or whatever. I think there was, because they seemed like they were talking to somebody. But the whole entire thing was just so cringy. Jake Paul was clearly trying to get a reaction from Ben, and Ben literally just reminded me of like a school psychologist that was, trying to tame the kid that always gets suspended from school. All right, moving on to our next douchebag of the day. We got Bryce Hall and all the other guys who look pretty much exactly like Bryce Hall, but just with different hair colors. I actually made a video where I talked about how I don't think we should hold influencers to such a high standard, and I still kind of agree with that, but let me explain. I wasn't saying that these influencers are good in any way. I still agree that they're horrible people, most of them. My point of that video was just saying that we hold them to a higher standard than people who have like way more of an influence, like people who have TV shows and are politicians. In the way beginning, I actually didn't mind these guys at all. I didn't understand why they were so disliked. I thought they just kind of looked douchey, but I didn't really see anything that made me go, these guys, they suck. But yeah, now, man, it is tough to watch them. So somehow every time I hear of Bryce Hall's name, I just hear that he's starting a fight, he's going to get into a fight, somebody wants to fight him. There's just a lot of fighting going on, and I thought I would stop hearing about fighting after my parents got divorced. Most of the fights that start with these guys is someone says something negative about them, and then they just show up. They're like the opposite of Batman. Oh, you don't like my TikToks and I can't hit the savage dance correctly? Well, guess what? I will be showing up at your church with my group with boxing gloves, because that's what tough guys do. They get offended very easily and take time out of their day to come and fight you. So I really didn't look too much into this beef, but they showed up at this guy Stromedy's house, who I literally only know this guy because he used to be in Jay Station's videos. Their videos, I'm gonna be honest with you, I hate to say this, but Bryce Hall probably makes better videos than this guy.
Makes you dance. At first I was super confused, but then I read the description in the dark web and it... Okay, yo. Hey, bro, stop pressing that shit!
I don't know what's going on between the two, but all I know is that they showed up at this guy's house mid-video and just started harassing him and saying they need to fight. Like, if Bryce Hall had to fight every single person who thought he was a douchebag and not talented, this guy would have a very busy schedule. I feel like in order to become an influencer who is famous for nothing, they probably have to hold a class on how to do the cringiest confrontation videos I've ever seen. We all can't forget about that classic Jake Paul and Cody Go confrontation that just went absolutely perfect.
Come in, but
Come in what? Nicer?
come in nicer, dude. You don't care
You
about...
cyberbully these kids, bro.
Oh, well.
Yo,
If it isn't Bryce Small.
Yo, we need a face-to-face off right now.
Bryce Small?
Welcome. Yo, are you trying to join Prime Capital, dude?
No, I'm not. I don't even know what that is. I came here for one thing and one thing only.
No one knew who you were
said
until you
wasn't
started
about
doing 10-second dances.
Okay, dude.
That's all you're known for.
I can't even talk shit.
Again, I have no idea what's going on in this video, but it's so crazy to me how they always show up with like way too many friends. You have way too many people for somebody who's trying to be like, tough right now. Like at this point, it looks like he brought like his nephews and cousins. Like how many people did you need here to go and confront somebody? There was also a video Bryce made like, I don't know, a few months ago, a year ago, where he had an issue with another TikToker or a YouTuber, and he showed up at his house and he brought cat food because he was trying to make a funny joke. He was calling him a pussy because he's a cat. It's a cat. Cats are, you got the joke, right?
Because actually, got this for you.
Yeah, we already saw it.
All right, thumbnail, real quick.
Stop it. Stop it.
Alright, that's all I wanted to do. I'm actually taking this fucking cat food.
You gonna return
You're
it?
still a bitch.
Listen, I'm all for a guy if they're talking trash, you guys should handle it. But I draw the line when you have to purchase external products to make your point. He had to drive to a Petco, go to the cat food aisle, go up to the cashier, and if she tried to make small talk with him and say, oh, you have a cat? What's your cat's name? He had to be like, no, you guys, I have a pretty funny joke. There's this kid who said, my hair looks stupid. So I bought cat food because he's a pussy. He's a pussy. He's like a cat. So I'm pretty funny is my point. I love how little his friends are even adding to just showing up. You got this one guy who I literally have no clue who this one dude is. And all he's doing is just helping Bryce with his comebacks because he probably wouldn't have been able to make half these comebacks without his friends all being there. And then you got Taylor just casually with his arm around this guy. Like this whole thing is so weird. Just go home.
It can be one round.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I told him.
I think
Tomorrow. Or tonight.
He can. There's cameras rolling right now. He can put it. Nah, I can't do.
I love how every time I see a video of a bunch of like young kids trying to start a fight, in every single video, they're all talking about how they want to change locations. It's always, yo man, meet me outside. Meet me outside. And that comes outside. He's like, why don't we go in the middle of the street? That's probably a better place to fight. Why don't you go over there? Actually, we have a boxing ring at home. Why don't you come to the boxing ring in our home? By the time the fight actually starts, somehow they're gonna end up on like the top of Mount Everest because they're just gonna be like, all right, we're here. Put on the gloves. Time to fight.
You would have never seen cameras like that outside of a restaurant, ever in your life.
yes, views no. I'll back him up on that.
Okay, but views on YouTube are completely different across all platforms. I am a household name, brother. I don't need views on YouTube. I'm a household name. I'm very known.
Did he just say? He just said he's a household name. This is starting this video. I'm gonna have to. I don't feel well. I need a minute. From a business perspective, I do not understand why any celebrities would fight each other for a video in the street, anything. Because at this point, it's been proven that you could make millions of dollars from boxing each other and just selling tickets. So from a financial perspective, why on earth would you fight a dude in the middle of the street when Bryce Hall literally just agreed to fight the dude from Ace Family for $5 million? Yeah, don't fight him. Ask to fight him in a ring. Make your money. All right, for the sake of my mental health, we're ending the video here because I'm not feeling too well. But the moral of this video is if you are an influencer who does not have much talent, just become very dislikable and ask to be punched in the face for a living. If you like this video, make sure you like this video. If you don't like this video, make sure you show up at my house with a group of your friends and boxing gloves and threaten to fight me on camera. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a good day.